Alrighty, welcome back to the walkthrough, and today we're gonna finish off the last part of Fortuna, and next week, when we do finish Fortuna, I will be in Adelaide, so that will be interesting. Hopefully I can involve some of my friends over there. They can be my co-hosts in this walkthrough. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, I do not know about you, but I find the races here to be ramping up in difficulty. I think partly is because of, my pretty trashy crew member Yumi, as well as the difficulty of the competition, which makes it rather non-trivial, if I would say so myself, to complete the race without nitrous. But I will still try to do that eventually. Once we do progress far enough in the game, the cars do get too fast for our trusty RX-7, so we either need to get a new car or we will need to upgrade it pretty beefily. And of course we are going to need the help of our crew members along the way, the right crew member for the right job. I mean, you could just basically play everything without any crew members, or rather, you can beat any race using any crew member which you wish. But some cars are better than others, and at your own preference, risk, discretion, all that good stuff. Yeah, so there's that. Once we finish Fortuna, then we have one last sort of territory to deal with, and we will deal with that next up on the roster. Now I have finished, I think I mentioned this before, but I have finished the new Super Mario Bros. Wii walkthrough. There is an incentive to do that, and that's because when I spend time and energy processing these videos, so editing them, making sure they are of 60 frames per second and whatnot, the amount of space of the raw footage is actually pretty high. I did not expect that, and I do not have a lot of memory space on my computer. So once New Super Mario Bros. Wii is completely uploaded, I'll just focus on this walkthrough throughout, unless of course I can find a new game. I did contemplate Mario Forever. There are many videos out there, and that one that's much faster than one world an episode. That's more like 2 worlds an episode, and you will be able to cover quite a lot of the game in relatively few parts. But Mario Forever is not an easy game. It's very nostalgic, but it's by no means an easy game, so it's worth looking at in the days ahead. I might try Picross 3D as well. And before I continue with the walkthrough, we will be back. Alright, having completed our defense race, we are gonna end off with 2 non-competitive races. We have a drift and a checkpoint. Take 2. I actually lost the drift previous round because it was so bad. I was telling stories. I will still tell stories, and let's hope that I won't drift so dismally this time around. So as I was saying, Picross 3D is an option. I could also try Need for Speed High Stakes. That game is not trivial at all. I think I mentioned Mario Forever just now before entering the defense race. That's not a trivial game either, so that is worth looking into. It has tons of secrets. Ow! This could be a problem. There's tons of secrets to look into, and the levels themselves are actually quite challenging, if I could say so myself. Oh, I'm not gonna hit the wall there. Yeah, so there's that. I think I mentioned Picross. I think I mentioned Sudoku as well. Not too sure, but Picross and Sudoku both have a very mathy element to it. I mean, it's more than counting. It's sort of the logical thinking behind it, that okay, if this number of bricks or number of blocks exceeds this number, then we know that this cannot be a viable solution. Something along those lines. So I could try Picross or Sudoku. I've not tried any gimmicky Sudokus, but it's fine. I've not tried any gimmicky Sudokus, so yeah, there's that. Pitbox 3D, it's sort of a variation of this other game called Nonograms, which again could be a simple daily puzzle kind of thing. Now, that will warrant a TikTok-ish kind of format, but I don't intend to use TikTok anytime soon. Yeah, I mean that's more short form, and that's also in some sense less committal, because for Need for Speed Carbon I am committed to basically complete the entire game to reasonable degrees. So for example, like Challenge Series, I won't do every single race in Challenge Series, but I do intend to do some of the races there, which have not been covered in the main plotline. But with these other games, it sort of is less committal, which I guess is also sustainable in the long run.
You think you can roll through Fortuna? This is mine, all of it. I'm not giving it up. Not to a punk like you, no way. So, me and you, on the city streets. You win that, then maybe I'll take you for a walk through the canyon. Teach you a lesson once and for all.
Sure, let's fight. In the next part of the walkthrough, I want to end off with this track, just a relaxing, non-competitive track. So it's not the most exciting part of the walkthrough. I know the Carbon walkthrough is not as popular as the Mario walkthrough, and that's totally cool. I'm just enjoying doing these, and I hope you enjoy listening to my stories while on it. Alright, so something interesting that happened recently was this notion of leggings. Okay, so what I mean by leggings? Traditionally, when I think of leggings, I usually think of it as more feminine clothing, which it is masculine. It can be presented masculine when styled properly, but generally it's predominantly feminine. And I used to think that it's sort of from a biblical point of view, that this particular garment is problematic because of that. Well, I was thinking about it, and the reality is that clothing fashion styles change across time, but the rule that was stipulated in the scriptures is that if we were given a male or female respectively gender from birth, then we ought to express that in our clothing, because clothing really expresses your identity, and part of your identity is your sexuality. And yes, there are only two genders. So that's that. But the rule does not necessarily preclude specific types of garments. So the trick for guys to style leggings, therefore, is to style it in a way that's masculine. And I've been considering that, and you could have the same outfit in different contexts that is appropriate in one context, is masculine in one context, and is not masculine in another. So that's rather interesting as well. And so I was contemplating on that, so I decided at the end of the day to buy a bunch of leggings from Uniqlo. Their Airism products are really comfortable. I'm wearing them as I'm filming this, and it's a blast. It's so comfortable, so chill, and I wish I had these years ago. I'm slowly getting used to wearing them and definitely adopting them into my style. I probably don't intend to wear it out every day, but once in a while when the style permits it, why not just throw one on and explore the possibilities there. That being said, thank you all for watching this part of the walkthrough. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe for more awesome videos to come.